From 1921 to 1991, the Soviet Bloc's tightly controlled automotive industry scaled up to producing 2.1 to 2.3 million vehicles annually by the 1980s. Yet only a fraction of those ever reached export markets, leaving many models as rare gems today. In a planned economy such as the Soviet Union, wait lists for cars often stretch 5 to 10 years, and luxury models were reserved only for the party elite. Following the fall of the USSR and the opening up to Western markets, many of those old models disappeared from the streets. That means now, decades later, many of these models that were ubiquitous then have become unique collectibles for car fanatics. So let's take a look at 14 of the most collectible cars from the social states of the Soviet Union, East Germany, Czechoslovakia, Poland, and Yugoslavia, unpacking the rich histories, standout features, current market values, and what drives collectors' obsession. Imagine cruising through Moscow in a 6.34-meter-long, 3,400-kilogram beast built for Soviet big shots like Brezhnev. This is the ZIL-115. A Cold War legend on wheels. It was a rolling fortress, wrapped in 7 centimeters of steel armor and bulletproof plexiglass. Basically a tank disguised as a limo. Under the hood, it packed a 7.7-liter V8 engine, roaring with 315 horsepower and 449 pounds-per-foot of torque. Enough to haul this monster at 119 miles per hour and hit 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 13 seconds. Not bad for something bigger than most living rooms. With a wheelbase of 3.91 meters, a width of 2.08 meters, and a low-slung height of 1.5 meters, it sat wide and menacing on chunky 245/72R 15H tires, consuming gas at 10.75 miles per gallon. Only about 100 were ever made, so you can bet finding one now is ultra rare. Imagine the deep-tinted windows hiding Kremlin elites plotting world moves, lounging in interiors stitched from gulag-sourced leather, while history practically sweats from the walls. These days, collectors lose their minds over them, paying anywhere from $200,000 to $500,000, with one recently selling for $350,000 in 2023. Collectors love the idea of owning a piece of Cold War history wrapped in armor and attitude, and the ZIL-115 is just that, if you're lucky enough to find this beast for sale. The GAZ-24 Volga was essentially the go-to executive sedan in the USSR from 1970 to 1992, a true symbol of status for mid-level officials who had not yet broken into the Kremlin's inner circle. It was equipped with a tough little 2.4-liter inline-4 engine, producing 95 horsepower, not exactly a rocket, but solid enough to reach a top speed of 145 kilometers per hour, which was plenty fast for the time. Built like a tank with a strong steel body, the Volga wasn't just a government vehicle. It also became a workhorse, rolling out as taxis, police cars, and even making its way to countries like Bulgaria. Over 1.5 million of these cars were produced, but today finding a clean, well-maintained one is a real treat for collectors, with prices ranging from $15,000 to $40,000. Due to its rock-solid build and pure shot of Soviet nostalgia, the GAZ-24 is becoming a hot ticket for anyone wanting a piece of history without needing a billionaire's bank account. With values on the rise for mint examples, it's looking like a smart buy too. The Moskvich 412 was AZLK's answer for the Soviet family car, offering a step up from more basic models and notably exported to Western Europe during its production run from 1967 to 1976. Equipped with a 1.5-liter inline-4 engine delivering 75 horsepower and featuring a modernized suspension, it was capable of a 140 kilometers per hour top speed. With around 2.3 million units manufactured, this model now typically sells for $10,000 to $25,000, with a notable 2022 sale in the UK reaching $18,000. Its unique appeal to collectors is amplified by its successful participation in European rallies, boosting its cult status and highlighting its durable build, making it collectible for its affordable entry point, rally heritage, and its identity as a classic Soviet everyman car. The Lada Niva, introduced in 1977 and with updated models in production today, revolutionized off-road driving by becoming the world's first unibody compact SUV. Equipped with a 1.6-liter inline-4 engine pushing 80 horsepower, a rugged four-wheel drive system, and a top speed of 137 kilometers per hour, the Niva combined the maneuverability of a city car with the toughness of a trail warrior. Nicknamed the Renault 5 on a Land Rover chassis, it proved itself in harsh terrains across the Soviet Union, serving roles from military transport to ambulance duty. Over 2.5 million Nivas have been produced, but early models from the late 1970s are especially prized today, often selling for $12,000 to $30,000, such as a 1977 model that fetched $20,000 in 2024. Beloved for its simple, bulletproof mechanics and pioneering SUV design, the Lada Niva remains a rugged, collectible icon. The SMZ S3A, produced from 1958 to 1970, was a humble yet remarkable piece of Soviet engineering designed to empower disabled citizens with personal transportation. Sporting a tiny 346cc two-stroke engine that generates just 10 horsepower, the four-wheeled version of the microcar could reach speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour, delivering vital mobility to thousands. Approximately 50,000 units were produced, distributed primarily through the Soviet welfare system. Today, restored examples can sell for $8,000 to $20,000, as evidenced by a $15,000 sale in 2023, a surprisingly high amount for such a Spartan vehicle. Nicknamed the motor wheelchair, its quirky design, utilitarian purpose, and survival against the odds have turned the S3A into a coveted niche collectible, celebrated for its social history as much as its mechanical charm. Serving as Gaz's flagship luxury limousine from 1959 to 1981, the Gaz 13 Chaika was the primary rival to ZIL models for transporting high-ranking officials and represented significant status. Powered by a 5.5-liter V8 engine producing 195 horsepower, it could reach 160 kilometers per hour and featured opulent, retro American-inspired styling that was highly unusual for its austere communist era. With a limited production run of approximately 3,200 units, the Chaika is now a high-tier collectible, selling for $50,000 to $150,000, highlighted by a $120,000 auction sale in 2024. Its unique history includes prominent use in Soviet parades, and its luxurious design starkly contrasted with everyday life, boosting its allure and making its rarity in association with the Soviet elite key drivers for collector demand. The Melkus RS-1000, produced from 1969 to 1979, was East Germany's daring attempt at creating a true sports car, and it earned the nickname Ferrari of the East for good reason. Built by renowned racer Heinz Melkus, this sleek machine featured a 1.0-liter two-stroke, three-cylinder engine delivering 70 horsepower, allowing it to reach an impressive 175 kilometers per hour thanks to its ultralight 680-kilogram fiberglass body. Only 101 units were produced, making it a scarce item, with auction prices ranging from $80,000 to $200,000, including a $150,000 sale in 2022. Its dramatic gull-wing doors, racing pedigree, and unique engineering make the RS-1000 a standout gem for collectors chasing the rarest pieces of Eastern Bloc automotive history. Often considered East Germany's quintessential people's car, the Trabant 601 became a potent symbol of the GDR's planned economy during its lengthy production run from 1963 to 1990. Powered by a simple 600cc two-stroke engine delivering just 26 horsepower, it could reach a top speed of 100 kilometers per hour and famously featured a body made of Duroplast, a type of plastic. With such a ubiquitous production run that was so highly associated with East German communism, it's a bit of a surprise to see the maligned car become a collector's item. However, with approximately 3.5 million units produced, mint-condition examples now fetch between $10,000 and $30,000, notably including a $26,000 sale in 2021. Its unique Duroplast body construction and the specific collector preference for green models believed lucky solidified its status as an iconic Cold War relic, making nostalgia and its immense cultural significance the primary drivers for its rising prices and strong collectability. Known affectionately as the Trabi, its distinctive boxy shape and often smoky exhaust became instantly recognizable features of East German streetscapes. This enduring image has cemented its place in automotive history and popular culture, making it an attractive option for collectors interested in this period of communist car making. Produced by Wartburg from 1966 to 1988, the 353, often known as the Knight, was a reliable sedan that became a common sight across the Eastern Bloc. Known for its durability and exported widely, featuring a practical, boxy design, it was powered by a 1.0-liter two-stroke engine producing 50 horsepower and could achieve a top speed of 130 kilometers per hour. With around 1.2 million units built, well-maintained examples are now valued between $8,000 and $20,000, with a $15,000 sale recorded in 2023. Its unique appeal stems partly from rally versions that highlighted its sturdy build and its nickname Knight, which suggested a certain elegance, making its affordability and East German automotive heritage increasingly attractive to enthusiasts and collectors today. Its distinctive three-cylinder, two-stroke engine produced a characteristic sound, while its spacious interior and large trunk made it a practical choice for families across socialist states. The Tatra 603 stands out as a sophisticated luxury sedan built for Czechoslovak elites between 1956 and 1975. Renowned for its highly aerodynamic design and distinctive engineering. Powered by a rear-mounted 2.5-liter V8 engine producing 100 horsepower, this streamlined vehicle was capable of reaching a top speed of 170 kilometers per hour. With a relatively limited production of around 20,422 units, the Tatra 603 is now a sought-after collector's prize, commanding prices between $35,000 and $70,000, exemplified by a $50,000 sale in 2024. Its unique details, such as the unusual three-headlight configuration found on many models and the historical note of Fidel Castro owning one, coupled with its advanced engineering for the era, contribute significantly to its collectability. The Škoda 110R Coupe, produced from 1970 to 1980, was Czechoslovakia's bold attempt to create a stylish, sporty car that could compete with Western rivals. With its 1.1-liter inline-4 engine delivering 62 horsepower and a top speed of 145 kilometers per hour, the 110R combined nimble handling with a sleek, rear engine design that turned heads across the Eastern Bloc. Around 56,000 units were produced, and today, well-maintained examples command between $15,000 and $40,000, with a notable sale of $30,000 in 2023. Rally-bred variants like the 130R, along with the coupe's elegant styling, have cemented its cult status among enthusiasts. Its sporty heritage and relative rarity continue to drive growing interest from collectors worldwide. Known affectionately as the Airco, its elegant, fastback profile stood out in a region often dominated by more utilitarian designs. This aspirational coupe symbolized a desire for style and performance beyond basic transportation for many behind the Iron Curtain. The FSO Sirena Sport, developed between 1960 and 1962, remains one of the great what-could-have-been stories of Eastern Bloc automotive history. This sleek prototype, built by Poland's FSO, featured a 0.7-liter two-stroke engine producing 40 horsepower and could reach 120 kilometers per hour, a respectable speed for its class, especially with its lightweight fiberglass body. Only a single unit was ever produced, making it a true unicorn today, with estimates suggesting it could fetch $500,000 or more if ever auctioned. Nicknamed the Polish Corvette for its glamorous lines and aspirational spirit, the Sirena Sport is an enduring symbol of national pride. It remains an unattainable but deeply cherished dream for collectors. Designer Kazari Naurot penned its stunning fiberglass body. Sadly, despite its promise and public appeal, the project was ultimately shelved due to political decisions prioritizing mass-market vehicle production over niche sports cars. This singular prototype serves as a tangible reminder of a bold, unfulfilled automotive vision. Produced under license from the Fiat 600, the Zastava 750 served as Yugoslavia's beloved people's car from 1955 to 1985 and remains a significant cultural icon in the Balkan region. Powered by a compact 767cc inline-4 engine producing a modest 25 horsepower, this diminutive vehicle could reach a top speed of 110 kilometers per hour and was produced in large numbers, approximately 923,000 units. Early models, in particular, are now sought after by collectors, typically selling for $5,000 to $15,000, as seen with a $12,000 sale in 2024. Its unique appeal lies in its simple, reliable design and the deep sense of nostalgia it evokes, making it an affordable entry into classic car ownership, with early examples especially prized for their historical value and cultural significance. With its small size and distinctive round shape, it was instantly recognizable and became a ubiquitous presence on the streets. This widespread familiarity and its role in the daily lives of generations fostered a deep and lasting affection. And lastly for today, a pre-war rarity. What if the Soviet Union crafted a sports car to rival the West's finest before World War II? The ZIS 101A Sport was that audacious dream. A one-off masterpiece built by ZIL in 1939 reflects Soviet engineering prowess. Powered by a 5.8-liter straight-8 engine with 141 horsepower, this sleek two-seater could hit an impressive 162 kilometers per hour, its elegant curves turning heads in an era of utilitarian machines. Only one was ever made, now a museum piece, with an estimated auction value exceeding $1 million today due to its status as a unique prototype. Collectors salivate over its legend, dreaming of being able to add to their garages a car that dared to blend Soviet ambition with Western flair, a kind of unattainable holy grail for collectors interested in Soviet rarities. These 14 iconic cars from the Soviet Bloc roared, rattled, and rolled through history, each a testament to an era of ingenuity, scarcity, and unyielding spirit. From the armored majesty of the ZIL 115 to the quirky charm of the Trabant 601 and the unattainable allure of the FSO Sirena Sport, these machines are more than metal and rubber. They're time capsules, coveted by collectors for their rarity, stories, and cultural weight. As auction prices climb and nostalgia fuels demand, these Cold War relics remind us how even the humblest vehicles can become legends. We hope you've enjoyed this journey through the Iron Curtain's automotive legacy. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let us know in the comments which of these collectible classics would you park in your dream garage.